Oh, how's it going, guys? Disney Dan here. Welcome back into the stream. We're doing the the villainy thing. How's it going, everybody? Disney Dan here. Welcome back into the stream, and we are episode 98. 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness.
2 weeks of Disney Fiasco, and this week is all about our favorite Disney villains. And of course, if there's somebody who knows their Disney villains, it's my partner channel, my friend. It's Meg from Mickey's Magic. Good to see you, my friend.
Hi, Dan. Thanks for having me. And this is obviously one of my favorite things. So I appreciate you having me on for this very special topic.
You know what's really funny is that as soon as I sent you the topic, you're like, yes, yep. I'm ready for this. Yep. So we're gonna have a really fun stream. Before we get started, I just want to give a big shout out to Leanne Soonigal for the $9.99 super chat. Just a little something to a great person. Thank you so much, Leanne. You said this a little earlier, so thank you so much. You are the absolute best. But let's see who's in the chat. Rising Moons, Hitchhiking Bones, good to see you. James Ryan, one of my wonderful members. Thank you so much for being here. You are awesome. Samantha Lowe, great to see you. Caitlin from Make It Blue, thank you so much. You're also a wonderful member of the channel. We got Carlos from Disney World Freak, good to see you. Carlos did a great stream earlier today. So if you know me and my Dan rants, I know Carlos can do a Carlos rant. He's slowly becoming the king of that. So, but he had a really great stream earlier, and also a wonderful member. Timothy Rainwaters, good to see you. Andre Houston, good to see you. Hope you are doing very well, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let's see who else. Simon R, good to see you as well. Captain Akron. Alex Brunner is in the house. Jeffrey is here. Wow, so many people. VP is here. Good to see a VP. Kay Atwood, good to see you. Mouse Talk is in the house. Walt was just in Magic Kingdom today, so go check out Walt's channel, my partner channel, and tomorrow we will be doing, let me bring it up, our next episode of the Disney movie review, George of the Jungle. Tomorrow on Walt's channel we'll be talking about George of the Jungle, so it's a must not miss stream, I don't think, because that is going to be a crazy review if you've ever seen the film. RobFuz, another partner channel. Great to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you so much.
Oh, gosh. Sorry.
Echo.
I hit the wrong button.
And we should... Oh, wait. Okay, so we were meant to have Steve, but he's being held up in a storm, so stay safe, buddy. Just stay safe, and if you would like to jump in, no worries, but obviously safety, as the Disney cast members say, safety begins with me. So you be safe. You be safe, my friend. We'll try and get Steve. But yeah, we're going to be talking about Disney villains today, which I'm really excited about, because surprisingly, out of the 98 episodes I've done, not one of them has been about Disney villains.
I feel like we've had quite a few that have involved villains, with Halloween streams, and I'm all about those, so I'm very excited. But I can't believe that there's not been a dedicated. I couldn't think of. I'm sure I've done a stream talking about Disney villains. Maybe I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I feel like they're being neglected right now. So
I feel like it's something that we all think has happened, but it actually hasn't happened. I've done a video on it, but I actually haven't done a stream on it.
Safety does begin with Dan. So thanks, Walt.
Exactly. And straight after this stream, Shep will be going live at 2:30 in the morning my time, which is 9:30 your time. Oh, so we got a little bit extra time, so we can fit in some more villains, which is pretty cool. Melissa Gover, welcome into the stream. Hope you're doing well. Safety begins with Dan. Yeah, I'm the last person you want to be around with safety. I always fall over, and I'm like Bambi on the ice. I always fall over. But yeah. So how did you think of your Disney villains list? Are these villains that you just like, or are they villains you were thinking of the most villainous, or how did you do it?
Villains that I like. So I know people are always Scar is the worst villain ever because he killed his brother. Okay, I get that. You guys like Scar. I like Scar too, but in my opinion, he's not the best villain. And we all have our own opinions, and so if you guys want to get into the Scar thing, Lion Male lions do that all the time. They kill each other like every so many years to take over the pride. So like that's hashtag just lion things. And you guys are always like, he killed his brother, like, so he's the worst. Or Cruella de Vil, because she wants to kill puppies. Like, yes, that's horrible, but that doesn't make them the best villain. I feel like it's their personality, their attitude. Like, yes, hashtag just lion things. You gotta do it. So. I'm very passionate about my
clearly. I'm so sorry if anybody hasn't seen The Lion King. You just
spoiler alert from
the movie
26 years ago.
just hashtag just lion things, just lining about. You know. That's
also, guys, please be sure in the chat to share out the stream. It really helps Dan. Hit that like button, and he's just a cat. Yeah, he's a pretty cat.
Who me?
No, Carlos said he's just a pretty cat.
I thought you meant me. I was just like, oh, okay.
Melissa, yes. I am like on board with your selection right now. He's not my ultimate favorite villain, but he's like in on my list.
Now you guys understand why there was no person that I could think of apart from Meg to bring on this stream. I was just like, this is perfect. I think Elsa is the best villain, and I am not alone.
We all know that Miguel would be with you on that one. So
I think you've gone into the unknown about that one.
But
that was terrible. So let's get started. We got plenty of time to get through more than just three villains, and I've got some handy pictures as well. And I also didn't restrict it to just Disney. I said Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar. Anything. So
I had quite a selection.
Yeah, I've heard.
Yes, I told Dan how many I picked, and he was like, "Oh gosh."
I've got a few, but not.
There's quite a few honorable mentions.
Well, let's get cracking. So who's your number one favorite villain?
So I do feel like a lot of people don't like her, but she's the jam. She is like my absolute favorite villain. My favorite villain is the evil queen from Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. She is the Disney's like first villain. I want to say she's Disney's real like first villain, like feature full length movie villain, and she's just. I feel like. I mean, a lot of people are like. Maleficent really embodies what it means to be evil. Well, I think that she does. And I think, well, Maleficent is the mistress of evil. Like, the queen is the queen of evil. And I have such a, like, personal connection to her. She is my mom's favorite villain. My mom would always dress up as her for jam on English muffins with cheese. Oh, no, thank you. Hi, Avery. Welcome. And Kelly, happy belated birthday.
Hey, Kelly. Happy birthday, Kelly. Miss your friend.
But my mom, every year for Halloween, would dress up as the evil queen. So I always say in the nicest way possible, like, my mom is just like the evil queen. Like, I think she's so beautiful, but in the nicest way possible. Like, my mom is so sweet. And she would never act like the evil queen. But, oh, Dre's back. Hi, Dre. And
hey, Dre.
I just absolutely love her. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is like one of my grandpa's favorite movies. So I feel like just the family connection to it as well. And her being the first villain and just like the connection with my mom as well. She's definitely our favorite.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's just catch up on the chat. So Chernabog, I haven't put Chernabog on the list, but
not on my list either.
Definitely the embodiment of evil. Oh my gosh, this is really covering you up. It looks like James is wearing your ears.
James, do you want to wear my ears?
But Meg, he doesn't do battle with his brother. He used an artificial and deception that knocks his nephew out of the royal succession and then makes a pact with the enemy hyenas. I think he is rotten.
I agree with that, but his plan was to kill his brother, and male lions want to do that all the time. So
hashtag just lion things.
Hashtag just lion things.
Thank you, Mouse Talk, for giving another one on my list. Thank you.
My mom is the evil queen in the nicest way. LOL. Exactly, Walt. I mean, you've met her. She's very nice. And
your mom's lovely.
Thanks. And you met her too, Dan.
I did.
And actually, a lot of people in this chat have probably met her. Pamela, hello, welcome.
Hey, Pamela.
But I think, like, just because she dressed up as her, like I view my mom as like the nicest version of the evil queen. And I think I just like my mom is, when I told her I was making this list, she was like, obviously our woman, like our queen is number one. And I was like, of course she is. So.
I think she is the most I'm gonna put it in the nicest, weirdest way, the most beautiful villain.
She's so not the old hag, like not that part.
No, that's not
the queen.
But like the queen herself, like she's like very proper royal.
Yeah, look at her right in this picture. Yes, slay queen.
Look at that. Look at the sassiness right there. She's just like, yep, I own you.
Purple is my favorite color too. So I feel like the purple, the gold, like having all of this like royalty and this beauty and
is Kronk a villain? I'm not so sure. Hope Yzma and Dr. Facilier are on the list, but we'll have to wait and see. Your mum is lovely. Evil Queen wouldn't be my first thought.
Oh, thank God.
Super Fluffy Yeti, which is one of my favorite YouTube names. Kronk is awesome. I had the Evil Queen on my honorable mentions. I feel like as an evil villain, she's not like the most like, she doesn't take over the world. She doesn't like, all she wants to do is just to get rid of one person. Whereas I know other people who want to get rid of like billions and billions of people, not billions, but millions. But planets. Yeah, you know, planets, universes, you know.
Yeah, the whole thing.
But she's more of an emotional villain. I feel like she can really...
Oh my gosh, yes. That's probably why I connect to her, because I am so emotionally driven.
And you know what? I love seeing her like on those rare occasions in the parks.
Oh my God. When we went to Disneyland, she talked to us for like 5 full minutes. It was the best conversation that we had. Like my mom and I were in Disneyland for 3 days and we met her 4 times.
She's great. And she's in that dining review.
Yes, Storybook Dining. We've done that twice just because we want to meet her.
Did Suzanne make anyone's list? Just wondering.
Oh my gosh, Carlos!
Yeah, well, the thing is, Carlos, I didn't know if you've seen any of these movies, so
Carlos needs that shirt that says "My favorite Disney villain is my wife." Although I'm sure she's a wonderful, wonderful woman. I just like seeing those shirts at the parks because I think they're very funny.
So. I can't wait to meet Carlos in person. I feel like we would just have such like a...
Carlos, have you seen Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? I'm just curious.
Wow, what was on a Saturday night? Hope Suzanne isn't watching Disney.
James,
hey, it's Sunday morning here, so you're totally fine.
And James is like one of the nicest people, so I can't ever imagine. Like, he's definitely like, oh gosh.
Purple eyeshadow in the 18th century. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, purple was a royal color. Well, it is still considered a royal color. So, yeah. I mean, so my pick, my ultimate villain, is somebody who didn't want to just like, I don't know, get rid of like the whole, kill everybody. He involved like religion, and that's why I thought he was like the most evil.
I hate him.
Firstly. Andre Houston, thank you so much for becoming a DIZNEYDAN member. Thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. Just let me know of your details and I can send out a postcard for you. And let me know and I can get you into the DIZNEYDAN membership Facebook page. And and then you can vote on Disney Food Fridays and get involved with all that kind of stuff. But thank you so much. It's really,
oh my gosh, poor Suzanne is right next to Carlos.
Oh no.
You're a really nice woman. Don't listen to him.
Amazing. So my pick is the ultimate villain. This villain is by far the greatest villain of all time, in my opinion.
No.
And that is Judge Claude Frollo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now, Carlos, The Hunchback of Notre Dame is a movie that came out in the 1990s that involves a hunchback from, Notre Dame. I don't know if you've seen it. It's a wonderful, wonderful film. Music, one of the best Disney scores, I think.
Oh, Out There is one of the best Disney songs.
Oh, Out There. But the thing about Judge Claude Frollo is that not only does he have sort of this hatred for anybody that is not pure and that doesn't follow God, it's the fact that, you know, he is all of that, plus he feels like he's doing God's bidding, and anybody who's not following him, he will burn them at the stake. Like, he not just wants to kill them, he wants to burn them. Like, that song Hellfire is probably the darkest villain song I think I've ever seen. He is just the most evilest of evils. There's no redeeming quality of him. He said if he doesn't get Esmeralda, not only is he going to kill everybody in Paris, he's going to make the whole of Paris burn. And that is just, it gives me chills. Marshmallow Man, good to see you. Welcome in,
Marshmallow Man.
If you haven't chatted, this reminds me, go check out Corey from Corey Meets Wild. Yep. 20,000 subscribers, 21,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I think he's going to be live tomorrow. Maybe Marshmallow Man could confirm that. I think maybe like 8:45 tomorrow.
So please do send Corey our regards from you, Marshmallow Man. But thank you so much. Disney Nerd Herders, good to see you. Welcome into the stream. But yeah, Frollo is a great choice. He is the living definition of duplicity and corruption. And you know what's scary about him is, like, a lot of these villains.
Everything.
All of these villains, like, want to get into the power. Frodo already has power. Like, that's what's scary about him. He's already got everybody in the palm of his hand. And he is like, you will kill anybody. He told Quasimodo to his face that he is a monster and he's ugly and he should be locked in a tower. Like,
and in song form too, which makes it even worse.
No,
you are deformed. You are ugly. That's mean.
He is by far the most evilest of villains. He's not the most likable, I think.
No, I do not like him at all. Like, he creeps me out. Him and Jafar, like, of course, they did not make my list. I really don't like them.
I had to put purely as the greatest or the worst villain, as in the most evilest villain.
I think we're going off of, like, my personal favorites, not, like, the most evil, and I think you're doing, like, who is the most evil. So you guys are going to get, like, two sides. I mean, it's a conversation. I'm pretty biased in my opinions. Oh, yes, Corey will be live tomorrow morning at 8:45 at Magic Kingdom. That's what I thought it was, 8:45. Tomorrow morning, Eastern Time. Check it out. Corey hit 21,000 subscribers. Bananas. And our friends, Josh and Jenna, at Resort TV 1 are past 100,000 subscribers. Wow.
I just say, that is... I can't believe they're getting a silver play button.
Yep.
I mean, just a massive congratulations to those guys. And what an achievement. What an achievement. Not like this guy, because this guy failed on the screen. But Josh and Jenna, you guys, I think we're all honored to be, friends and moderators.
Oh, well, when are you going live tomorrow at Animal Kingdom? I saw that your stream was posted already. I don't remember the time.
There you go. Where was that? Oh wait, like fire.
Because I care.
Fire is in my skin. Sorry, I'm gonna start singing. We're live at Animal Kingdom. If anyone cares, well, I'm gonna be there. Of course, I'm gonna be there. Hakuna Matata. Means no worries. So that was my first pick. My first pick was Judge Claude Frollo from Carlos. If you've seen it, let me know. Carlos, now that you've said you haven't seen any films, everyone's going to be like, have you seen this film? Have you seen this film? So
I guarantee that Carlos has not seen the next film that we're going to be talking about because it is post-1960, as he just said. And Charlie, I don't know if you're saying Walt and Melissa are going live at 8:30, but possibly. Hey, Michelle, welcome.
Hey, Michelle, welcome into the stream. I think the streams will be fun. I'm particularly interested in seeing Animal Kingdom. I'll be checking it out. Yeah, go check out Mouse Talk.
Yeah.
They're going to be live at Animal Kingdom. Did you see Merida almost... What?
Wow.
Okay, thank you.
I didn't see that. That's really scary.
Thank you for letting me know. Jeez. That's definitely a villainous thing to happen. Oh gosh.
It was the Disney villain.
Disney villain. Right. Who are you headed to?
Yes, Lotso Hug and Bear is considered a villain. That's awesome. Pamela and Dan. Steve's in the chat. And Steve, we hope that you are safe. Oh, but Lotso isn't my next favorite villain.
Oh, don't worry, Steve. No, just stay safe, my brother.
Yes,
just
please stay safe.
No worries at all.
And stay dry.
He is my favorite. Shall I remove this?
Yes, because my next favorite one, I combined like 3 characters into this next pick because I consider them to be one, combined villain, and that is Hades and Pain and Panic from Hercules. one of my absolute favorite Disney movies. I need to go. Suzanne is taking my phone away. Anyway, Hades is probably the most charismatic villain. He is so funny. I love dry humor, like super sarcastic. That is me. That is like, I'm fluent in sarcasm. I wish it came across in text form, like when I'm typing. It doesn't do that very well. But I find Hades to be very charming. He's so funny. Not to mention that he is just like, I feel like if I were to be a villain, I would be him. Like, okay, I'm cool. And like, you're wearing his merchandise. Hey, Noah, welcome. And his two little sidekicks, Pain and Panic, are absolutely some of my favorite sidekicks ever. Yeah. Yes, I'm so glad that Merida got off unharmed. That sounds really, really scary. And she didn't go to the underworld with Hades. I've got 24 hours to get rid of this bozo, or the entire scheme I've been setting up for 18 years goes up in smoke. And you are wearing his merchandise? Exactly, Hades is just exactly Melissa. Melissa says, I just love everything about Hades. Hades is the best, and he is such a close like number one. Just I think my love for the Evil Queen and connection to my family really, continues to make her number one. But Hades is like one of the best Disney villains. I just love him, and Pain and Panic. So.
What? The fates are here? You didn't tell me.
I know, and I love when he like plucks the hair off the eyeball. And, whoa, my hair is out. Yes, exactly. He has like some of the best villain lines. Him and like I feel like Scar. I love to say, I'm surrounded by idiots.
And he's a sucker for that little sucker.
Yeah, like some of the best Disney lines come from Hades, I feel like. And I'm definitely biased. I love Meg. I love Hercules. But I think, a lot of people in the chat seem to like Hades as well. I think he's a very underrated villain. And then, like I said, also Pain and Panic. You can't have Hades without Pain and Panic. So,
how could you not have the god of the underworld on the most villainous of villains list?
Underworld.
I mean, he's just like... He's personally one of my favorite villains, not because I feel like actually he does want to take over the world, but like he's a lovable villain, unlike Frollo. Like you actually love him because of his charisma. That's the word.
Charisma. Yeah.
Don't worry, it's only 1 a.m. So.
Melissa said, memo to me, name you after my meeting. And then also Walt said, we dance, we schmooze. I love these lines that he says. And, he says it and he's so charming and he's so charismatic. As you just said, the charisma is like out of bounds. So
and James Woods does an incredible performance. Yeah, like it's such a good movie. And he, you know what? I think he just steals the movie. Like it's him who, like, if it weren't for him in the movie, I feel like it wouldn't be as good.
I agree, but I also think that like Megara is also a really, really good character. So
don't forget, I own you, and then he's the thing. It's great. Yep. He's great. I love Hades. Again, he was on my. Was he on my list? Yeah, he was just on my list. He was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 7.
Welcome, Suzanne and Christine Hickman. Hello.
Christine Hickman, another one of my wonderful, wonderful members. Great to see you.
Is that a Groot emoji? You got BB-8, Peter Pan, and Groot. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
None of those are villains, though. Zeusy, I'm home. Exactly. Guys, Olympus is that way. I love when they go.
Olympus is that way.
Yeah. They're like, what? I want to watch that movie now.
Oh gosh, we should have. We watched Frozen 2, and I really wish we watched Hercules today.
There's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow. I'm gonna step out of the Disney bubble. I'm gonna head over to Star Wars, and I'm gonna put up this guy.
Oh, is that Steve? Wait, hold on. I don't know. I don't think Steve made a. I have to text Steve. Steve, are you in the chat still?
How could you not have Palpatine on the list?
Empress Steve.
Empress Steve, no. Emperor Palpatine on the list. I mean, he is the ultimate bad guy, I think, in any sort of film. Like, he went from nothing. He was slowly controlling everything from behind the scenes. Then he got into power, and then he turned father against son, and then he died, and then he didn't die, and then he came back.
Yeah,
and then
what
he
happened
died
with
again.
that?
I don't know. But like,
Drake, he's on the crazy train. Doo doo, doo doo, doo doo. I, doo doo, doo doo.
So yeah, Carlos, he's the bad guy from Star Wars, just to let you know.
Susie says this looks like her mother-in-law. Oh my gosh, you guys.
That's why I chose that terrifying picture. But like, come on, like, how can
I
you
gotta
not?
pull up a picture of me and Steve doing it, like doing the makeup, and we just kept saying, "Do it,
do it."
At the end of the stream, we brought Brandy on, and I'm pretty sure that we spent like a half hour just saying, "Do it,
do it." Here's the thing, though, right? Here's the thing. Like, Darth Vader, everyone, he's the the villain of Star Wars, but like he redeems himself. Whereas the Emperor is just pure villain.
Yeah,
like, he's pure, like, from start to finish, he's pure villain. He kills for what he wants. He has he blows up planets. He literally blows up planets. I would
also like to shoot lightning out of my fingertips. That's pretty.
They
cool.
do need a bit of a manicure, but what can you do?
ODA.
Guys, if you haven't checked out our Disney adventures, they are my ohana, they are my family. Go check out ODA Marisol and the family. They do live streams from the parks and from Six Flags, from Texas. So go check them out, and I miss you guys so much.
I'm trying so hard to find a picture of me, like this makeup that we did with Steve.
Do it. But like, come on! Like, if this is the ultimate bad guy, like this, just look at him. Like, he's got the black cloak, he's got the wrinkly old face, he's got the orange eyes. He's like, come on! Like, if you haven't got Palpatine on your list, I have no. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna.
Steve and I we like sat there for a half hour and we were just like, do it. Yeah, and then Brandy just kept laughing so hard, the Brandy laugh. So.
Oh, I love the Brandy laugh. Have you heard of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I mean, like,
that sounds just like him.
Yeah, I've started to get into impressions, so I could do like the Swedish chef, but he's not a villain though. So.
Oh.
Do you want me to do it? Do it.
Do it.
No, I'm gonna stop that.
Dan, if you don't mind, just for a second, Pete McDevitt next Sunday at 6:00, he's having a Muppet stream, and he's gonna assign people in our community as Muppets. So,
how much do you want to bet I'm going to be Uncle Deadly because I'm British and ugly?
You are not, Dan. Oh my gosh. But I have told people in the chat in Pete's stream that I would really like to see Steve as Miss Piggy. So
yeah,
I would like that. But please be sure to check in next week for the Muppet stream, 6:00 Sunday. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff going on because Pete called me today and he was telling me what's going to happen. So I'm like very excited.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait. But yeah, so Palpatine's on my list because he blows up planets. He does stuff psychologically. He's a pretty villainous guy. Like he's a bad guy.
Like okay, if you guys think about it, he created Darth Vader pretty much and Kylo Ren. So
I mean, come on. I mean, like, yeah, he's bad. He's a bad guy.
He was definitely on my list, but I thought that you and Steve would have him really high on your list, so I put him lower on my. I was trying to like pick, and like same with Dr. Facilier. I was like, Steve's gonna pick Dr. Facilier, so I was trying to pick villains that you guys weren't gonna pick necessarily in the top 5. So
Michaela asked to put you on the TV.
Oh God, are our faces big?
Am I in 1080p right now? Yeah, you don't want that. Right, it's your pick.
So we're gonna stay in the Star Wars universe. Woo! And I don't think this will be a surprise to many people.
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, he's actually my number one favorite villain. So no,
Jar Jar.
He's not a villain, okay? I don't know why everyone hates Jar Jar so much. I really like Jar Jar.
Oh, God. It was his fault the whole Empire thing happened.
Let me tell you, like, me and Steve get along on this because Steve and I really like the prequels, but even more so than the prequels, we like the newer movies. And everyone's like,
I like the new films.
They hate the prequels, they hate the new movies, and they're like, only the originals or nothing. Like, you can like more than 3 movies, but that's a whole nother stream. Anyway, my third pick is Kylo Ren. I think Kylo Ren as a villain, probably out of every villain in every Disney movie, Star Wars movie, Marvel movie. Thanks, Avery. Avery likes Jar Jar too. I think he has the best character arc as a villain. I think that his character development is unbelievable. I love seeing I think Adam Driver, not only is he very handsome, but I think he is an immense, incredible actor. I'm just like, put it down there. I think he is the person that literally carried the sequels. And I think he is a fabulous actor. I don't think that Kylo Ren would have been the same character if he hadn't played him. And then just to see such like emotional turmoil and so much, like he had so much, like I feel it again, the pull to light. Exactly. Like he was struggling so hard and you could see it in every scene he was in. And I feel like that makes him one of the best villains. Like, to see, like, I really like the villains that show you, like, not only are they bad, but they don't think that they're bad. Like, he never thought that he was a bad person, kind of like Thanos, where he thinks that he's doing something good, but the rest of humanity thinks that he's, like, the worst person on Earth. Like, who's going to kill all these people on all the planets, like, half the universe. But then you think about where this person's coming from, emotionally, psychologically, like they don't think that they're wrong. So I feel like that makes them even scarier. And I just think Kylo Ren is such a diverse, interesting character, and he's definitely one of my favorite villains. So yeah,
I don't have a picture of him, but he is my favorite part of the sequel trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's firstly Adam Driver. He's very handsome now.
He is very handsome. Just putting that out there because you guys could probably tell, but a lot of people in the chat also know that I think he's handsome. It's funny because it's like very half and half. A lot of people don't think that he's handsome, but I think he's very handsome. So.
If you watch Adam Driver in Marriage Story on Netflix,
so good.
Such a great movie.
And then people are like, look at Kylo Ren and Black Widow fighting, you know?
I mean, come on.
What's going on?
By the way, Black Widow would easily win in a fight.
No. Did you see that interview where that person said who would win in a fight, Kylo Ren or Black Widow? And he's like, well, obviously like Kylo Ren because, you know, he's Kylo Ren. And the woman was like, well, why? And he goes, you know, because he's taller and has a lightsaber. You know, because he is the Force, and obviously, like, he would win. So that's a whole nother discussion as well. I actually had a conversation with Josh Triple P about Kylo Ren versus someone else, and I don't remember. And he was like Batman, or it was some other comic book character, and we were talking about it, and he was like, obviously Kylo Ren would win. And I was like, well, you know, I'm like, didn't want to be biased, but I agree. So
look, I really liked him. Like, he does definitely have the best arc from all 3 films. Like, I love the fact that he turns good at the end. Spoiler alert, I know, but who cares? It's over a year. It's been over a year. It's fine. Yeah. Actually, no, it's only been like 6 months, but still.
It's been over a year.
It's not the point. And I just love his performance. I love that he starts off as a really sort of corrupt villain. Then he was quite villainous in the second film. And then, then the third film. But, Meg, I am curious. Do you
Jill,
find
that's a
Kylo
really
Ren
good question.
handsome? Just wondering.
I'm gonna ponder that for a second.
Ponder it while I talk about my next one.
Yeah.
So my next one, I mean, he just wiped out the universe.
Thanos. Yeah.
It's Thanos. I mean, come on, he's like the big bad guy of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes. And he's purple. So.
He's purple. He's purple. Like, again, with the purple, everyone apparently is purple. This guy, this big purple puff boy, wipes out half the universe. Yeah, purple puff man. Wipes out half the universe with a snap of his fingers after he, kills a lot of people and gets a lot of sorts of, stones and stuff, but he doesn't want to take anything for granted. That's a Jungle Cruise thing. No, okay. Moving on.
Dan, that joke really rocked.
Oh no, this is bad.
We can start with the puns.
Yeah, the thing is, at 1:35 in the morning, I don't really care if I'm doing puns or not. But Thanos is, I mean, the thing I love about Thanos is like he thinks he's doing right.
Exactly.
Like, he thinks that everything needs to be a balance, and for there to be balance, he needs to wipe out half the universe, which I think is such a great villainous motivation. And he just has that sort of drive to just say, you know what, I'm just going to make things the way it should be. I'm going to kill everyone, last of you, half of you, and Zippity Doodad's here.
Patrick! Hi, Patrick.
Good to see you, pal.
Patrick was at an Ariel birthday party today. And it wasn't his.
I'm so surprised.
I said for next year we'll have to throw him an Ariel birthday party. So.
I think we should just all come as Ariel, like every single one of us.
We'll dress up as mermaids.
There we go. I mean, everyone buy your tails.
I feel like that can get real weird real fast. So.
Yeah, but it's this Disney community, so nothing's ever weird.
Steve would wholeheartedly 100% dress up as a mermaid for you. So.
Not for me, for Zip.
Yeah, for Patrick. Yeah.
I'm not that special for.
No, I'm pretty sure Steve would. He would probably do it for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll join him. Why not? I will mermaid up. Mermaid. I don't know. Thanos. Yeah. Even kills the only person that he ever loved, which is Gamora. Spoiler alert.
Okay, I'm really dropping the spoilers here.
Hey, hold on. It was 5 minutes into the stream, and you already dropped that like Scar kills Mufasa. So
but I'm sorry. This movie's like a little bit over a year old, and The Lion King is 26 years old.
He kills Loki. He kills
Vision. Let's just name all the people.
Gamora, that's it already, actually. He doesn't kill
a lot of people, like he kills like half the people and then they come back. So
yeah, but and then so you know what's great is that he had one bad motivation of killing half of everybody, and then he saw himself in the future and he was just like, you know what, that's not even good enough. I'm just gonna kill everybody. Yeah. So I mean, this guy, look at that face. Like he's just villainous.
Yeah.
He's just he is inevitable. And he finger snapped. But that's the next one on my list.
Like I said earlier, I definitely thought that you and Steve would have Thanos pretty higher up there. I put him as number 6, so he just like made it. I would have probably put him higher, but once again, I thought we would have talked about him a little bit. He is such a good villain. I think, he was like the way that his character was portrayed in the movies was just so awesome. Every time I watch, I hope he won't kill Vision. He does every single time. And Miguel, you know what? Wall brought up a very special point for you today, that he thought that Elsa was the best Disney villain. So he's still on your side. And we hope that you and Daniela and the kids are doing well. So
God, you guys just let it go. Good to see you, Miguel. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
My next one is, ironically.
Oh no, you're gonna. I know where you're going now.
My next ironic pick is Scar.
Let me get him up. Let me just.
So,
there he is.
as I was talking about before, similar to Hades, I think that Scar has some of the best dialogue in the entire movie. I think that Scar is like one of those very sneaky villains. I really like villains that are really smart and they're not necessarily the most evil. Like, I don't know. I don't think that Scar is like totally evil. As I said, hashtag just lion things. Like, it's kind of normal for other lions to kill other lions. Like, that's the circle of life. And like very common with male lions to kill each other to like be the leader of the pride. Anyway, I think Be Prepared is an awesome song. I now have a personal connection to to Scar because I was Meg Ska, as Patrick would say, with 4 H's. And I've done the makeup a couple of times. It's a lot of fun to do. And as Noah said, one of the best lines is, "I am surrounded by idiots." And I love when he's with Zazu and Zazu starts singing "It's a Small World." And, you know, it's just like, Scar is such a good character. He's so iconic. And I think just, you know, long live the king, you know, like that, just that one scene, I feel like just sort of defines Scar as a villain. And he's just super awesome. I don't think he's number one. And I think he's like definitely up there as like one of the coolest villains. I have a soft spot. Like I was saying, Hercules and Lion King are my 2 favorite Disney movies. So Jeremy Irons has the most velvety, villainous voice. Like, you could not have a better voice than Jeremy Irons.
But like, velvety is such not a villainous word.
Sounds
very soft. Like, oh
yeah, it is like
this voice.
Yeah, it's like he has well, I mean, really, sometimes it really is the voice that makes the villain, and it's awesome. So,
you know what? I love Jeremy Irons, and I feel like Scar's character and his dialogue was written for Jeremy Irons' voice, which is why I didn't really like Scar in the live action. I know people could have come and, you know, with pitchforks.
Miguel just said that he didn't like Be Prepared in there, so.
Well, the Be Prepared song in the live action, they didn't really do much with it. They literally just did like 2 lines of the song. But like, the actual dialogue felt worse in the live action because I feel like that dialogue was written for Jeremy Irons.
And it might have been. It might have actually been written for him.
I have a question though.
Yes.
So when he was born, was he named Scar, or when he got the scar was his name Scar?
It's got to be a nickname, right? I mean,
then what's his actual name?
Mufasa Jr.
Mufabro. Just lion things, you know. Hashtag.
Just lion things.
Hashtag. The final 45 seconds of the song was sang by Jim Cummings. I did not know that. But come on, Scar is like, if you want to talk iconic Disney villains, like it is Scar. Like he has those lines. I mean that scene with him killing Mufasa, again, spoiler alert, like down in movie history.
Long live the king.
Long live the king. Like, you know, just no.
I have goosebumps talking about this. Oh, Carlos, I hope you saw it. Sorry, major spoilers.
I killed Mufasa. No, Ted. As in the movie Ted.
And in the live action, I really like how they made him like super mangy. Like he looked like he was kind of sick, and he was super skinny. And I just really like the smart villains, the ones that are really cunning and aren't like super built. Like, who wants to challenge Mufasa? Like, he is like the super jacked lion, hashtag just lion things. And you don't want to go up against, you know, the king of your pride. But then I'm going to devise some plan to bypass that. We're going to kill Mufasa. I'm going to take over the whole pride. I'm going to invite the hyenas. Like, we're going to take over the whole world, pretty much. And I just think, like, smart villains, cunning villains are the best. So,
talk about cunning villains. My next one, this is my wacky one of my list. This is like the one you'll be like, oh god damn, why why.
Hey, it's not Tinkerbell this time,
It's
so
not Tinkerbell. I love.
I mean, she's kind of a villain. So.
Okay, so this one decided to imitate a iconic legend and turned him into a villain. And
Remember me.
No.
Is it not Coco?
No. It is Constantine from the Muppets.
Oh my gosh. Jeez.
Constantine from the Muppets. If you don't know who Constantine is he is a criminal Russian mastermind who looks exactly the same as Kermit the Frog, except he has a mole on his lip. And what he does, he kidnaps Kermit and puts him in the gulag. And with Tina Turner? No, not Tina Turner. Tina someone. Not Tina McNeil. Tina
McNeil. Yep. It was with Tina McNeil.
What's his name? What's her name? I can't remember.
I don't know.
And then basically Constantine and Ricky Gervais decide to break into sort of banks and art galleries and all that kind of stuff to steal stuff to eventually steal the crown jewels of England. And I just find Constantine incredible because he just tries to imitate Kermit and he just fails on every level. It's like, Kermit the Frog, you. He's just like, God. Here's the Muppet Show. Kermit the Frog. And then he's got like the sharp, like razor teeth when he attacks Walter and Fuzzy and Gonzo. Like this. You see? Okay, old joke now. I've seen Marvel movies now, so blah blah blah. You need to watch this.
Oh, but we were talking about The Lion King, so it was Tina Fey.
Tina Fey, that's it. Thank you, Captain Akron. Not Tina McNeil or Tina Turner.
It was Tina McNeil, though. She was actually Tina Fey's understudy. They were taking anyone with the name Tina, so she was actually the number one person in line if Tina Fey needed a break.
He's a real character. I thought it was just a meme. No.
He kind of looks like Darth Sidious Kermit.
Dark Phibius. Guys, go watch Muppets Most Wanted. Like, it is just a great time. Like, he's hilarious. He's just... They even did a segment on Muppet Vision 3D for a short time where Constantine took over the pre-show. And it was a great movie. And that's, I'm serious. I'm putting him in my top 3 Disney movies of all time.
Tina, yes, we were just discussing your brief stint in Hollywood where you filled in for Tina Fey in Muppets Most Wanted. So we were just
you sang with Kermit the Frog in the Gulag in Russia, and then he escaped, and there you go.
Yep.
So that's
there we have it.
There we have it. That's Constantine from Muppets Most Wanted.
That definitely was not on my list. So.
I don't think it was on anybody's list.
The next one might not be on your list, so I'm very intrigued. Like I said, I was trying to pick ones in my top 5 that maybe you guys wouldn't pick. So my next one is also another 3 people, just because I wanted to sort of shake things up. I know
where you're going.
It is the Sanderson sisters from Hocus-Pocus. And obviously, like, Dan and I are huge fans of this movie. I'll never look at a meme the same again. Tina said, oh yeah, nobody was supposed to know about that. I
thought I saw you in the movie, Tina.
Yeah, we did. But the Sanderson sisters, I mean, we like that movie is like my childhood. I don't know if you guys know, Dan and I are the same age, so I feel like we probably grew up with similar movies. Hocus Pocus is such a classic Disney Halloween film. Many people know that Hocus Pocus and Halloween are some of my favorites. So spooky season, and I can't wait until that comes back. But you know, I just love the Sanderson sisters. They are so funny. It's got some adult moments in there, adult humor, and then, you know, some kid humor in there as well. And my family is just a huge fan of Bette Midler anyway. And they're just so entertaining. They're so hilarious. Like, they're very unusual villains in a sense. and I just love Hocus-Pocus. I think they really make the movie. So I thought they were a good pick for some different Disney villains.
The Black River of Death.
Yes. 'Tis firm.
Dust. Oh, God.
There's some really great lines in that movie as well.
I put a spell on you. No, I'm not going to break into song because it's 1:50 in the morning. It is like, I think you guys need to go back. I think, in 2 weeks' time when we do our 100 episodes, we'll go back to our Hocus-Pocus.
Is that when you disappeared and I took over?
Could be.
I feel like all the spooky stuff with the streams, weird things happen on the Halloween streams. Also, it's so exciting now for StreamYards. You can have up to 10 people. So I cannot wait to see 10 people on the Disney Fiasco if we get 10 people there for the 100th episode.
I need to tell you what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just dropped a big spoiler.
Yeah, it's just one big spoiler. But no, because you disappeared on the one 2 years ago, and then I disappeared the one.
I was the ghost host.
And then I was the 1 year. I was the 1 year after.
Yeah, and it was right around Halloween, and we were talking about Halloween things naturally, just just Halloween things, just lion things, and hey Ray J, welcome.
Hey Ray J.
Yeah, all this spooky stuff. Spooky stuff happens. Anytime we talk about Hocus-Pocus, it's just a bunch of Hocus-Pocus.
It's bizarre. And it's the only film I know in history whose character was written, its name was written with a person who has a lisp. Thackeray Binks.
Thackeray Binks.
Thackeray, because people say Zachary, it's not Thackeray.
Thackeray.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
I missed the 24-hour show. Oh gosh. Oh,
yes.
Dear.
Dan's actually going to do that for episode 101, so be sure to subscribe and check out that.
That was
101.
That was a fail. I love the Sanderson sisters, and just I want to go watch that movie now. But I have a tradition; it's every Halloween I have to watch it.
I watch Halloween movies year round.
I watched for the first time today Beetlejuice.
Yeah. You really I love Beetlejuice. I watched that movie year round, and I actually did a painting I did a mashup of the Haunted Mansion Beetlejuice. It had the sandworm as the alligator of the tightrope walker a couple weeks ago. For my stream, I did a painting, and I just absolutely love Michael Keaton in that. Alec Baldwin, so many good people are in that movie, and Beetlejuice is hilarious.
The first time ever watching it, I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, so, I don't know how people don't like Tim Burton. After watching that, Steve does not like Tim Burton, and so it's really hit or miss. I feel like you like him or you don't. But Beetlejuice is so good, and if you guys haven't seen it, you need to watch it.
I love the American football players who kept going to the door and go, "Hey, coach!" I'm not your coach.
I like how you have to say American football players because
I know, make fun of the British guy. It's fine.
It's just totally regular football for us, but.
So my next pick is he's a bad guy, but doesn't make him bad guy. It's Zangief.
Look at Bowser taking over the show there.
I'm bad guy, but doesn't make me bad guy.
This definitely was not on my list either.
The only reason why I put Zangief on my list was because of that sentence.
Oh my god.
That's it. And plus, because I knew you were going to be on this stream, I had to have Bowser and Dr. Eggman on this screen as well.
Oh my gosh, yes. I want to have a Nintendo stream, so if anyone else wants to be on a Nintendo stream,
Dad, did you get a haircut? What? Did you say you look like Zangief?
Dan actually did it on purpust for this particular photo.
I've been working out, but I don't wear briefs, so just to let everybody know.
Just in case whoever wanted to know.
In case anybody needed to know, that's not my outfit of choice. And I don't have my chest looking like that either.
It's like an arrow. This is getting like PG-13 here.
I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good. That's not bad. That's no one I'd rather be. That's a Ralph impression, not a Zangief one. But yeah, I had to put Zangief on the list because he is a villain, but it doesn't make him a villain. And
Yes, Gray J.
I was gonna put Ralph. But he's definitely more of a.
He's such a sweetheart.
Hero. Yeah, and look, you've got Zangief, Bowser, and Dr. Eggman all having like a session together.
Yeah,
and I didn't recognize Dan all trimmed up. Yeah, no, I know. Like, look at me. I consider Balrog, Vega, Zagat, and Mr. Bison villains. The others are Commando. No,
cannot pass.
If we do a Nintendo, I love Nintendo because
I really like. For a long time I wanted to do like an actual Nintendo stream, just talk about Nintendo, and I picked up Ocarina of Time again on my 3DS, so I'm gonna play it. I'm not very good at it,
so good.
I just passed the forest.
Breath of the Wild.
I just got the forest medallion again. I picked up Epona. I'm like ready to go.
Breath of the Wild is my favorite game.
I've never ever played that, but I heard it is like the best game ever.
You would love it. You would absolutely love it.
I'm just not very. I love the gameplay and the storylines of Zelda game, like the Legend of Zelda games, but I am not good at them.
It's so good. It's so good. Right. Yeah, so I chose Zangief from Zangief. That makes me bad guy, but doesn't make me bad guy. Yeah. Yeah. That was my next one.
Awesome.
People are like judging me right now. You put Zangief and Constantine as your top 5.
Okay. We judged real hard though when Dan started talking about Tinkerbell for the other stream. I don't even remember what it was, but I just remember like
Tinkerbell movies.
Yes,
must watch Tinkerbell movies.
I like really want to have a YouTube Mario Kart 8 on the Switch tournament. So if you guys have a Switch and have Mario Kart 8, send me a message and we will figure something out, because I know a lot of people have been interested and I really want to have like a big game or tournament with everyone. Yeah. And yes, like let's get all the Nintendo people.
I know Rob has it. I think Sam has it.
Yes, so, Sam. There's a lot of people that I know have it and that are potentially interested. So
let's do it.
We'll make it happen.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I just said I've never played Breath of the Wild before. I had to try it. Oh, it just looks so good. Like I've seen the gameplay on YouTube. And I was telling Ryan this from the Shep family, because Ryan has a Twitch channel now and he is I guess monetized on Twitch. I don't know how that works. And oh my gosh, Carlos. Anyway, I had told him that like if I hadn't done a Disney YouTube channel, I definitely would have done like a video game Nintendo themed one, just because I have so many games that I love. And I love to talk about games. I know this is a Disney villain stream, so I need to stop talking about Nintendo.
No, you don't be
It was Bowser that threw me. It's like anytime like someone talks about Lord of the Rings, I was like, yes, Lord of the Rings, of course. I can talk about that.
You got Smash Bros.
On the Switch?
Yeah.
I don't have it. I only have 3 games for my Switch right now because they're expensive. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
I just got Pokemon Sword.
You have to let me know. Right now I have Animal Crossing, I have Luigi's Mansion, and Mario Kart. So I just
need to get Luigi's Mansion. I need to get it because
I
love
Luigi's
the first
Mansion
one on the GameCube. It was so good.
Yes, and I beat it on my 3DS too. The 3DS one was really good.
But yeah, Luigi's Mansion is not on my list, but
it's Dan's fault because you showed her Bowser. Exactly.
Yeah, but Tinkerbell movies are ones that people should go watch. Yeah.
Are we going to do one more, or are we going to?
Let's do one more, and then we will do a wrap up before we head over to Shep.
Cool. Awesome. So my next one was actually Thanos. So I'm going to skip to my number 7th one. And this is in honor of Steve, Dr. Facilier. I think Dr. Facilier, the Shadow Man, is one of the best villains. He is so awesome. He has some of the coolest songs as well. I just really love the art in The Princess and the Frog. I think it's so beautifully drawn. And his character is he's so cool. Another purple. Like, we got lots of purple here. But Dr. Facilier is just like, again, super charismatic, super suave. Like, they like are, I feel like there's a theme where I like the manipulative villains instead of the ones that are like super evil. Yes, he does have friends on the other side. But he like knows how to get stuff. And, yes. Oh my gosh. You're in my world now, not your world, and I got friends on the other side.
You know what I love about him is that he's very desperate. Like if he doesn't get the job done, he's a dead man.
And they're gonna get him.
they're gonna those friends on the other side ain't his friends. They are spoiler alert, they're demons, I think. I don't know.
So I heard on TikTok that this person was saying, obviously I know Carlos isn't happy about it. I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. We're all gonna miss Splash Mountain, but the Princess and the Frog retheming of Splash Mountain, someone was talking about like, hey, if this song doesn't play when you're going up to the drop, and it's like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? That part, and it's like, oh my gosh, yes, that would be that would be so intense.
See, I was thinking of the song, going down the bayou, down the bayou.
I feel like that's gonna be one of the earlier drops, though.
But then you could change that, going down the log flume, going down the log flume, and then just like straight down.
I love the music in that movie, and I think he's got some great songs. Yeah, one of my favorite soundtracks. So, and I
so underrated.
Partly because I know that's Steve's favorite villain. So shout out to Steve from Steve's World. We just love Dr. Facilier. So
he's I like the fact that he's such a desperate villain. Like he just, I don't know. Like there's something about him, and I mean he. Look, I don't feel bad when I squash a fly, but I feel really bad when he does.
Oh yes,
he squishes Ray. And that song, Evangeline, that's like the most like romantic song I think in the whole.
And then at the end where there's another star, and then okay, Carlos,
Evangeline.
Yes, gosh.
It's
I really watch that movie again too. So.
It's so good, and I love Charlotte in the film because she's just hilarious.
Yeah,
I get that was beignets,
yes.
Hello, Daddy.
Such a good movie. Like one of the best Disney movies, in my opinion.
Like, I don't think if they did this movie, we would be getting films like Tangled and Frozen and Moana and Zootopia, because that was like the start of that new. Otherwise, we get films like Home on the Range.
Walt.
Wait. Let me bring this up. Let me bring this up.
Walt.
You know what's good? At least we have this thing called this is going to be a plug. At least we have this thing called Disney Movie Review, where we review Disney movies. Disney movies, where we watch films every week. So who knows? Maybe I'll pick The Princess and the Frog, wink wink, for next week. No, I won't. But
it'll just so happen to be picked out of the hat. So
could you imagine if I pulled it? I'd be like, yep, that was not fixed.
I feel like you should pick it right now.
So tomorrow, George of the Jungle movie review on Walt's channel. It's gonna be fun. We both watched this film, and that's what's good, because we watch films that we've never seen before, we have seen before. And Walt, you need to watch this movie, bro. You need to. It's so good. It's so good. Like it's an amazing film.
Susie isn't neither is Carlos. Shocker.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised by that. I'm more surprised that Walt hasn't seen it.
Yeah. So you guys are missing out. It is one of the best, and it's the last hand-drawn Disney animated film.
Yep.
And then you go into Tangled. So
I think The Princess and the Frog is better. I know people could be like, "Well, better than Frozen." and I prefer it over like Wreck-It Ralph as well.
Tiana is one of my favorite princesses.
Oh yeah,
she's just so amazing.
Hardworking, focused, charismatic. She's great. Like she's
George,
so good.
George of the jungle, watch out for that tree.
God, that movie. I made literally 5 pages of notes on my phone.
Oh gosh.
It's gonna be a treat tomorrow. My last, but we haven't really dug into the Pixar vault, so I'm gonna bring this guy back.
Oh, Mr. Lotso Huggin' Bear.
Lotso Huggin' Bear, and I'm gonna include every main villain in Toy Story. How they do the whole switcheroo where they're like, oh, we seem like the really good guys, and then bam, out of nowhere with the villain, like Stinky Pete. Yeah. He was like, oh yeah, we're all gonna go to the museum, blah blah blah. I love you, Woody and Jesse and Bullseye, and blah blah. And then bam, I'm taking Jenna's thing, bam, and then Lotso turns, he heel turns, he switches to bad guy. Bad guy. That's my new thing. You do it. I'm like bad guy. But Lotso the Hugging Bear, he is the most adorable looking villain.
He smells like strawberries.
And you know what's great? He actually smells like strawberries when you go to the parks. And
yeah.
It is a bit weird that you see people smelling teddy bears. It is pretty weird.
His character no longer smells like if you meet him in the park, he no longer smells like strawberries.
I know. I saw him at a Halloween party last year. It was great.
Yeah, but the plush is, I have a plush, and he smells like strawberries. So
we watch films like George of the Jungle too. Oh wait, I watched George of the Jungle. Can't get that time back ever.
Oh, Dre says my problem with him is now kids don't trust their stuffed animals. No, what's sad is like when I was a kid, Toy Story came out. And then I was like, oh my God, I can never get rid of my toys because Lotso is unbearable. Walt, always, you have the best dad jokes. You really fit the role.
Oh, God. The thing is with Lotso, I feel so bad for him because he was left out in the curb.
Yeah.
And then he finally makes it home and he sees his owner with a nude Lotso, and I feel bad for him, but he's an evil looking cuddly little bear that he is.
He's so cute, right? He's like Merryweather.
Merryweather. Why is Merryweather on my list?
I didn't put her on my list either, but
the wolf in sheep's clothing. The wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah.
But Lotso is just so goddamn cute, and I had to put him on the list because he's so cute, but he is so villainous.
Yeah.
But even just he was going to let the toys burn after they saved him.
Come
on.
My heart.
Come on. I'm like, I don't know. He's a good villain. He's a good villain. But yeah, Lotso the Hugging Bear. That's my last one on my pick. So shall we go through our list, and I know you've got an endless honorable mentions, but you gotta get through them. And
I do. I have several of them.
Let's do it. Let's run them through.
Okay, the Evil Queen,
yes.
Hades, Pain and Panic, Kylo Ren, Scar, the Sanderson sisters, Thanos, Dr. Facilier, Anastasia and Drizella.
Nice.
The Queen of Hearts, Maleficent, Cruella de Vil, Loki, Darth Maul. Where's my 14? Where did I put that? Oh, Oogie Boogie.
I'm surprised he wasn't in the one you hadn't mentioned yet.
I love Oogie Boogie, but there's so many villains. Dr. Octopus, Doc Ock. I put them all out of order. Ursula, Lotso, Darth Vader, and Emperor Palpatine.
And then the rest of the villains as well.
And then all the other Disney ones. There are actually some I really, really don't like. So Frollo and Jafar, I really don't like them. So.
See, my number one was Frollo, because Frollo is by far the evilest of evil.
They are the worst.
Palpatine, Thanos, Constantine from Muppets Most Wanted. Go watch it. It's amazing. And then I had Zangief, bad guy, but doesn't make me bad guy. Lotso, Scar. I had Jafar, Maleficent, Wicked Queen. I had Killmonger from Black Panther because his motivations were so good. And,
yes. Like, you were like, is he a good guy? Is he bad? He's good.
Because he's right. He wants to help the rest of the world, but just in a bad way.
Yeah.
Loki was on my list. Hopper from A Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective. And the cast member who bans me from the Dole Whip stand because I eat too much. So I had to throw in him as well, or her, whoever it is. They just banned me. But yeah,
I bet it was Frollo who banned you.
Hellfire. We got a lot of quotes in today. That was fun. And that's about it, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in for episode 98 of Disney Fiasco. 99 next week. Episode 99 next week. We'll try and get Steve back on for episode 99, hopefully. I don't know. We'll have to, my people call his people, and those people people being Palpatine or something. I don't know. A big shout out to Dean over at liveplace.com. Guys, go check out Dean over at the Live Place. Family-friendly YouTubers, live streamers. Just a wonderful friend and sponsor of the channel. He has over 110 different live streamers. Go check him out. And wouldn't have this show without Dean, so go check him out.
And everyone likes to say it is the TV guide for all your live streams. Now there are so many people live streaming. There's going to be one every single evening, so be sure to check that out.
At every hour.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on Walt's channel, we will be back once again for Disney movie review of George of the Jungle. There's going to be a lot of ranting, a lot to talk about on this movie. Brendan Fraser, I mean, look at those muscles holding up a lion. If that picture doesn't laugh alone, come on, it's just
he would have lifted that lion higher if he had gotten a cup of coffee. Get it?
Oh, God. And episode 99. Oh my gosh, 99.
99 battles of Fiasco on the wall. 99 battles of Fiasco. Chase them down, pass it around. 98 battles of Fiasco on the wall.
Next week will be the last episode in double digits.
Double digits.
And for episode 100, we're going to have to call some guy who's got the same ending as this show. So, yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool if we can get hold of that person. But yeah, and this week will be the announcement of episode 100. And we'll let you know sort of what the plan is. And it is going to be a big celebration of the show we've been doing now for nearly 2 years. That's mad. Yeah. That's mad. That's crazy. But thank you so much again. Once again, guys, go check out Meg from Mickey's Magic. I am her spokeswoman.
Yes.
I do. I'm her people. So have your people call her people, which is me. I was going to just tell everybody a little bit about your channel, but I feel as a hired spokeswoman, I can do that for you.
Yes.
But,
I never ever know. People are like, tell me about your channel. I'm like, I don't ever know what to say. Like, go check out this person.
Is it? Yes, that reminds me. Isn't George's elephant named Shep?
Actually,
if you saw my Instagram,
Ryan wrote George of the Jungle. So
if you saw my Instagram, I was like, I captured it, and Shep messaged me back. He was just like, oh, I didn't know I grew tusks.
Of course.
Shep. Here comes Shep.
Oh, he's in the movie, all right.
Oh, he's great.
He's a wonderful actor, I can tell you that.
So, Magic Mondays with Meg. Mondays at
9 p.m. Eastern time.
9 p.m. Eastern time.
Very late for Dan.
Yeah, no, I mean, what can you do? Oh, Jones, good to see you, my friend. Great to see you. I hope you're doing well, my friend. We're just about to head out. Yes, and then other videos and collaborations and etc.
I do other things too. I really was going to put out a video today about a super quick DIY. It will literally take like 3 minutes. I have a Christmas in July DIY coming up, and I have some new ears coming out that I will probably list on my shop tomorrow. Go check out my Instagram if you guys want to see what the ears are. And I was gonna wear one of the new pairs of ears tonight, but my mom was like, you have to wear ears with a villain on them. Like, you can't wear those ears. So I was like, okay, I guess, like, whatever.
So that means everybody needs to go follow you on Instagram, which is Mickey's Magic 20.
Mickey's Magic 28. So it's like that on all the other social media. And that's my Etsy shop too.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, Dan, thank you as always for having me. It's always fun to chat about villains, and I can't wait for our Nintendo chat.
Nintendo. Yes. Best Nintendo villains.
I mean, there's only so many.
I call Bowser. That's my first pick. No.
I mean, I could pick Ganon. New Year's, I heard that.
Technically, Donkey Kong is a villain, so I'll pick him as well.
He's definitely not a villain.
He is. He threw barrels at Mario.
Okay, well, Kirby's a villain then. Oh, this is another stream.
Wario, Luigi. Right.
Waluigi.
What was I going to say? Yes. Disney Food Friday. Every Friday. Just released a new video. It is a but this one is a charcuterie and cheese board. Which I know is not but it looks good. There's bread on it.
Bread is good.
Bread is good. It was delicious. It is over at Baseline Tavern, so go check it out. It was a really, really fun video to do. So Disney Food Friday. Thursday at 5 p.m. is Disney Nuts with The Adventures of Gonzo. Come check that out. It was fun. We had Addy Family Adventures, which was really good. We're going to have continue with our Disney YouTuber leaderboard trivia thingy-majiggy. Disney Fiasco episode 99, 7 p.m. Eastern next week. And then Disney Movie Review every Sunday at 6 p.m. with Walt from Mouse Talk.
Next week is going to be Princess and the Frog.
How much do you want to bet? Oh, you know what? With the box full of like movies, I'm just gonna look for the really long. I'm gonna feel for the really long ones.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Now, in 15 minutes, Shep will be going live. Shep the Elephant will be going live on his channel with his new home. And he's got a new home. If you look,
and we all know that anytime he has a title for his stream, none of that gets talked about, so I'm sure you'll want to know what he's going to go and talk about tonight.
Totally fine. Perfectly, Cat. Welcome into the stream. Good to see you. So look, I would just go with an open mind, because most likely when you go into Shep's stream, you're going to need to go in an open mind, because you never know
what's going to happen.
You never know what we're going to come out of that stream with. So, normally I watch it in the morning because it's like 3 a.m. by the time it finishes. But
listen, it's like 1 a.m. Like when I come on, it's like 1 a.m. and I'm like, listen, we gotta go to sleep.
It's 2:15 right now. Yeah.
And I'm tired.
I'm trying not to wake up the house right now by doing my impressions. So, but yeah. And Corey's going to be going live tomorrow at 8:45. Mouse Talk will be going live at 8:30. Animal Kingdom and some other stuff.
I actually think that Josh and Jenna are going to go live too tomorrow at Animal Kingdom, so maybe Walt and Melissa will run into them. I think so. I'm getting so confused with these all-day streams. I'm like, what day is it?
It's crazy. But George of the Jungle tomorrow. So if you want to laugh, come join on Walt's channel. George of the Jungle. Right, we got to head out. I'm going to bed because it's very, very late. But
Dan needs his beauty sleep.
I know. Otherwise, I'll look like Zangief. But okay. I'm bad guy, but doesn't make me bad guy. Bye.
Bye.